Jason, all the game. And make some noise. Make some noise for Kato and Paco one more time. So I've worked on it, but the drums still aren't right. The feeling is right. The pocket isn't.
Testing, testing. How's that, guys? We're back. There it is. All right. Cool. Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's doing well today. What is good? What is good? What is good, my friends? How are we? Oh, my sign fell. What the fuck? It falls way too often at this point, bro. We got to get that handled. I got to get new tape. I got to get new shiz. Ah, what up, my friends? How are we? Good morning to the chat. What up, my brothers? What up, my sisters? Got some socks on here. 1 second. Yeah. My housekeeper is about to be here any second, so I'll have to let her in and say hello. Good morning, my friends. How are we? How are we? It is Wednesday, July 29th, and I believe we are at an FOMC day, which is not super exciting. Is it minutes or is it the full day today? Does anybody know? I'm assuming I think it's the full day, right? It's like the big FOMC? Full FOMC, all right. I was here last time for that, but I am not gonna be today. I'm gonna let Mr. Christian Lomelli handle that one today. All right, good morning, my friends. I hope everybody is doing great. I know. I hope everyone is having a great day so far, my friends. Let me just get everything situated here. Have you ever seen the rain? Good morning, everybody. Sorry, guys. I got to pin this message real quick so it just stays in the chat. Good morning, my friends. How we doing? What's good, Luke? What's good, Giga Chad? FOMCs are mixed for me. They mixed for me. What is good, Nippy Lip? Jocks? Honky Tonk? Honky Tonk, bro. We got Honky Tonk in the chat. You know it's going to be a good day, guys, when Honky Tonk is in the chat. If you got Honky Tonk in the chat, you're doing just fine. Sorry, second monitor. Got all screwed up for a second. All right, there we are. Good morning, my friends. It feels amazing to be back in PR, guys. Very, very happy. I'm stoked. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back fixed. Coming back from London, it's been quite nuts. I've just been sleeping at terrible hours. Last night I went to bed at 1. I woke up this morning at 7 and I couldn't go back to sleep. Just absolutely brutal. So hopefully I get that shit figured out and I can get back to a rational bedtime and, more importantly, a rational wake-up time. I thought I was going to sleep in a little bit this morning. I really thought so, truthfully. I really thought I was going to sleep in a little bit. And then I woke up at 7 and I was like, well, I can't go back to sleep. So I did a little bit of a lap. I had some coffee. I even had some eggs this morning. I know, crazy. I don't normally eat my first meal until like 11 or so on the day. So good morning, my friends. Let me make sure that this music is on autoplay. This will be a shorter stream in the sense that I don't plan to stick around for a FOMC or anything like that. So I'm not worried about copyrights coming early. I'm just slamming whatever music I want. So, good morning, my friends. I am not that eager to trade today, just because FOMC, we usually don't get a trend on the actual day itself until the meeting starts. So, I'm here. and I'm very eager to see what we will potentially get today, but I'm coming into this with a very tempered mindset. Very tempered. I've already had one no trade day this week. If I'm going to take something pre-FOMC today, I want to love my risk, right? I really want to love my risk. And so far, guys, from what I've seen, it's kind of the aneurysm action. I don't want to call it full aneurysm action because it's early, right? It's very, very early, but I certainly see signs of an aneurysm, one might say, right? I certainly see signs of an aneurysm. So I don't want to be caught in that. So we'll see how exactly today sets up and what exactly presents, if we get something that looks nice. But I'm coming into it with a pretty tame mindset. That's what I'll say. All right? I'm coming into it with a pretty tame mindset. And, yeah. So, all right, my friends. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. I need to get swapped out here. 1 second, guys. Sorry, just getting everything loaded correctly here. Alrighty. So let's see, my friends. I am very curious. Basically, all of the markets that I've looked at so far today, I don't have much of a different opinion from yesterday, which is that we're mixed. We're in a range. I would consider this bearish consolidation. If we are favoring the higher time frames, that means a short. So I'm mixed, but with this bearish consolidation, there are some bullish details, but I think we continue to favor the higher time frame, which is that if we need a trending type move today, we'll keep an eye on the downside. That being said, guys, I'll be very straight up. Again, if you came to me right now and you said, Jake, I got this chart. Jake. I got this opportunity. I think that it goes like that. And right out of the gate that day, we rip up towards the upper level, 300 points. That's how I think it goes today. I would be like, okay, I can for sure see that scenario. For sure. Now, if another one of you came to me and you were like, dude, Jake, the daily chart is weak. We've got this untested overnight low. I really think that we put in this red bar that goes and attacks yesterday's low, man. Like, I think we got a really nice short down into yesterday's low, and you asked me to grade that chart, I would be like, dude, gorgeous. That looks fantastic. Love it. Let's short it. Right? So the point that I'm trying to make is that I don't think we have much of an edge today. Will there be a move that occurs? Likely. I mean, sure, right? But I'm not entirely sure that the chart, I don't think we're getting much of an indication of that pre-market, quite frankly. We're opening up dead center in the middle of yesterday's range. We're in between levels. Like, I see this and I want to leave, So I'm not excited by it right off the bat. The ES is basically the same way. RTY, middle of the range. The YM is weak, but yesterday it was mega strong. And so I don't really know how to interpret that. And I'm not going to necessarily be looking for relative weakness here because I don't know if we have an edge. This one would be the weakest one, but I don't want to short the one that was strongest yesterday. So I'll be honest, guys. I don't think any of this looks great. We got FOMC, a big data event. Let's see. GC maybe. I like GC on the shorts. I mean, I don't mind it on the GC shorts. Guys, anything want to say? Yeah. Oh, I hope you feel better. I'm sorry. All right, guys. Yeah, man. I am. I just don't have much interest. I don't think that we. I think that the goal for the day is, you know, just like get some reps in. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's important that you understand our role as traders and our like responsibility. We have a responsibility to get reps in, so to speak, right? So it's our responsibility to show up each day. It's our responsibility to, much like any athlete who has a workout they have to do every day, like we have to show up and be here. Not every single day. Obviously, you can take time off away from the markets, blah, 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 blah. But if you're here, if you're around, you got to continue to show up and get the reps in. Now, that being said, I don't plan to be very aggressive today unless the market kind of confirms for me that it's going to give me some edge. Right? Some edge. So, I mean, you could talk me into a 15-minute. You could talk me into a million things today, bro. You could talk me straight up. Because you literally could have also talked to me. On the previous break of that bar's high, you could say 15-minute high or low. So, yeah, guys, sit back, relax. Let's get ready to enjoy the show. We got about 30 minutes till market open, and we're just chilling today, guys. We'll see what the market presents itself, but I think all of us would be hooligans in lying to ourselves if we thought there was some incredible trade opportunity early in the morning here. So let's kind of sit back, wait to see what we can get, and then react to what the market gives us. Yeah, it's just such a mixed bag, my friends. The last few days has been like on Monday, we had this overnight really strong action, and then we got crushed. Yesterday, we had a big bear flag into market open, and then we died for the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes before a really strong recovery. So the pre-market action has not been super indicative lately, and I think it's more just about executing right and kind of taking your piece and leaving. So we'll see what we can get today. Let me see. Load up some TPT evals. That'll never take work on. Gotta burn away fast as you can. I'm still waiting on single stock futures, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's been very disappointing. There's just like basically nothing happening. So we have to just sit here and wait, which is unfortunate, but not much else we can do. Let me see. Is this account passed? Good morning, my friends. We do offer an indicator bundle. It is paid, yes. And it will stay that way for show. If you're interested, I'll share the link in a bit. But I don't do these streams to push that. It's just something that we have. Seconds. Good morning, my friends. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Miguel, great question. And yeah, guys, fire away some questions. I would love to answer some questions today as the market's expected to be a little bit slower. The biggest shift that I had in my trading that helped make me become profitable, hands down, was becoming a better loser, right? It's hands down becoming a better loser. There you go, Jay, if you're interested. Yes, I teach everything. It's all in one. It's the greatest $99 you'll ever spend by 10 million miles. It should be $9,000. But I would say that, where's this question? Here we go. Biggest mindset shift that made me profitable. Guys, hands down, no questions asked, being a good loser. I cannot emphasize, that is like the sauce, okay? If you can manage to show up every day and when you lose, just be like, all right, moving on to the next. Because you have the confidence in yourself that you know that when your winning trade setups set themselves up. Like, I'm literally going to make a video about this. Last night I spent dedicating to crafting a bunch of new YouTube videos I'm going to be coming out with soon. And one of them is on this idea of, one of them is simply on this idea of, like, we used to pray for times like this. It's a really interesting concept. Every trader, once they reach the next level of their trading career, starts to forget all of the past struggles they had and just, like, hate themselves, right? So, like, the break-even trader hates being break-even so much that they forget to be grateful that they used to be unprofitable, right? The profitable trader hates a losing streak so much that they forget what it's like to never have had a winning streak in their career, right? So it's this fascinating idea of, like, as we just improve as traders, we hold ourselves to this higher standard, and it's kind of unrealistic. So the biggest piece of advice that I would have to someone out there who wants to become consistently profitable, and what would be that deciding factor in that, is you got to be a good loser, my friends. You got to be a good loser. You got to take it on the chin. When you lose, you got to analyze your trades, your decisions, what you did right, what you did wrong, everything in between. But I'll tell you what, the moment that you start to accept your losses as simply a part of life and you don't overanalyze, you don't harp on them, you just move on, life becomes significantly easier. You stop over trading, you stop revenge trading. Like, that would really be my biggest piece of advice for anyone out there, is just do your absolute best to become a better loser. Absolute best to become a better loser. It will change your life, my friends. It will change your life. All righty. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing today? Jake's initial thoughts, guys, is that I'm not very interested, but if you put a gun to my head, I would be more interested in a short down into here than a long up into there. But I do not feel strongly about any of this. I think the market doesn't look super great today. And we have FOMC at like 2:30 Eastern. So we'll see how it all shapes up. Mostly, guys, I expect range. I got real low expectations. Yeah, quite frankly, that's just the best way to phrase it for the day. I got very low expectations. All right, let me see. I'm curious. We have this TPT account that is... We've taken all the trades together on this one. I'm still in the Pro Plus creation phase, so even if this is past, it won't be... it'll be a while. All right, I need to make like 3,000 on this today to get consistency all finished up. So cool. That'll give me my first objective My first objective on the day. Good morning, my friends. What's the best way to hold your winners longer? Great question. Best way to hold your winners longer, if you really want the straight up answer, is to stop watching them. Enter your trades and put your orders in and then walk away. It sounds weird, and you don't actually have to do that, but the principle behind that can be applied to anything, right? The concept is that manage your trades less, micromanage them less. One of the biggest issues that traders have, guys, I bet if you were to draw me, if you were about to take a trade and you said, Jake, I want to go short. And I said, all right, where's your target? And you said, my target is down here and my stop loss is down there. There's a good chance it works out exactly as you described. But what the quote unquote problem becomes is that it starts to work, then it comes back up, then it comes back up. Then it rarely takes the path that we expect. Sorry, guys, let me flip to the chart there. It rarely takes the path that we expect, right? Meaning, one piece of advice that at the bottom of my heart, this is going to make a lot of you a lot more money. Manage everything less. Specifically, micromanage everything less, right? I really urge you guys to, and it sounds counterintuitive, but take your trade and let it play out. I really, at the bottom of my heart, believe that overanalyzation and micromanaging trades leads traders to most of their downfalls. Really. Truly, at the bottom of my heart, I feel that way. Oh, man. Range chop, guys. Look at where RTY is. Just the middle of friggin' nowhere. The chat count is still alive, but we're going to figure out a better way to do it. Because the method right now, polling, and then it's just not, we're going to blow 1 million accounts doing it. So we got to find a better way to go about this process. How can I become like you, Jake? 9 years of trading, my friend. 9 years of trading. 9 years of trading. Well, in October, excuse me, it'll be 9 years. So we're getting close there. Good morning, my friends. It's just a lot of consistency in showing up at the charts, my friend. A lot of consistency in showing up at the charts. Can you explain the intraday and end of day on the new Lucid accounts? Yeah. Basically, what it means is the account balance floor. I know it sounds like, oh, Jake, you're just Googling it and explaining it to me. This is the best way to explain it. Me explaining it over a stream is not really going to click. You kind of need to read it, and you kind of need to experience it. Basically, what it means is that your drawdown limit changes based on how much you're up intraday. So it doesn't wait till the end of the day to move up. So if you're in a trade and you're up $500, your floor of how much you can lose will also go up $500, even if you haven't taken any profit or anything. So many of you might be thinking, Jake, that sounds like some bullshit. That sounds extremely hard. Why would anyone want that? That's totally fair. It's the trade-off for daily payouts. It's pretty simple math. If you want to get payouts on day one from a prop firm, they need to make it hard, guys. How do you expect them to pay you? Are they just going to pay you out of thin air? And if you don't like the intraday trailing, spoiler alert, there's 1 million accounts out there that don't have it. Just don't use it, right? But you can't blame the prop firms for offering it, because if no one wanted to buy, if they're offering it because clearly the audience is buying it, right? Otherwise, they would just continue to offer the other accounts that don't have it, right? So don't be mad at the prop firms for. I hear people all the time. It's bullshit and blah blah blah. It's a dude. I don't know why you're mad at the prop firms. Be mad at the traders that keep buying those accounts, right? So there's a trade-off for everything, guys. There's a reason on a 150K flex account with Lucid, you have to trade for 5 days, and the max you can get is a $3,000 payout. On one of these accounts, you can trade for 1 day and get a $12,000 payout. There has to be reason for that. Again, I know for whatever reason, people get like objectively mad. They're like, that's predatory, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, dude, it's just an option. It's an option. And it's like the same thing. You know, if you really feel so strongly about something, vote with your money, my friends. Buy the flex accounts, buy the pro accounts, to the point where they don't offer those anymore, right? TPT is one of the biggest firms in the world, and that's their only offering. The only thing they do is those accounts. So clearly people like them. It doesn't mean you have to like them, but clearly people as a whole like them. So don't knock the process, my friends. That being said, guys, we got a morning routine we got to get through. For those of you that are new here, every day at 15 minutes before market open, we listen to one song, and one song only. We want to get ourselves in the best mindset to trade. I, in fact, want to expand our psychology routine. I would like it to be even more in-depth, right? Even more thorough. So stay tuned. This is part 1 of our good morning routine, and it all starts with listening to a song in the background that I believe will put us in a position to succeed. Best Day Ever by Mr. Mac Miller. So sit back, relax, my friends, and let's get ready to absolutely crush it. I'm very excited. Let me get my thoughts typed out here a little bit even more. Good morning, my friends. I'm bummed out, guys. Single stock futures have not basically been a thing yet. There's no liquidity, so you can't really trade these because there's basically no liquidity. So we got to sit patiently on the single stock futures. Sit patiently, sit patiently, sit patiently. Yes. Good morning, my friends. Good morning, morning, chat. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, the more and more that I look at the ES, the more and more that I am interested in the downside here. I think ES has got some real nice, attractive targets down at these lows. Yeah, man, I'm very intrigued, guys. All right, good morning, chat. How's everybody doing? Chat. What is good, my friends? Bro, snow is permanently consolidating. Snow gives me nightmares. Snow gives me nightmares because of its consolidation. Because it consolidates for so long and so many years. Oh my God. Last night I went to sleep. I woke up scared of snow. Good morning, chat. How we doing, guys? Gaius Trujillo, Adrian, Bortusk was good. Neek Stay Main was good. Hey, Milla. I agree. And same thing on the Lucid. I believe once you get above the buffer, I believe that goes away. Creatify does have those end-of-day daily payouts. They're just really capped. Not that that's a bad thing. Again, it's just trade-off. Daily payouts versus, big caps, small caps. It's all an equation in the end. Good morning, my friends. Miguel, Mighty One, Visionary, Ricky, Amin, Matthew, Dougie. What is good? Christ, Alex was good. AB Farm Clip was good. Adam, Afat. Yuri. Ronj, my brother. Mitch, my brother, what is good? Diz, Trujillo, Yuri, Jordan. What up, everybody? What up? Joey was good. TX, Olivo. Is it dumb to trade on FOMC days? Nah, I wouldn't call it dumb. You just got to know what you signed up for. You know what I mean? You just got to accept your risk. I wouldn't call it dumb. Pasha, it's Silos, Evie, Sat Bob, George, Hoon Slinger, Ruben, Little Chicken was good. Pasha, Ongi. What up, everybody? Guys, I hope everyone is having a great day so far. I'm excited to get. Let's get down to business. Boom, 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 boom. I'm very intrigued with what the market can do today. Not really, quite frankly. I think it looks pretty ugly. I think my favorite trade of the day is an ES downside short. Honest to God, though, I don't even really feel that good about that. Truthfully. Because, again, we talked about this a little bit earlier when we were doing Jake's initial thoughts, but just to recap for everybody. If you came to me today and you said, Jake, I am 1,000,000% sure what's going to happen next in the market is a big bearish candle down into these lows, I would be like, all right, for sure. I agree with you. That 15-minute chart makes total sense. Boom. I agree with you. If you came to me and you said, Jake, we're going up to test this upper level. It's an absolute lockaroonie of a lock. You should full port it with me. I would respond and I'd be like, okay, I mean, that looks pretty good too. So we really don't have much of an edge today. I think once the market opens and starts moving a little bit, we'll have a little bit more of an edge. But as of right now, I don't think that we... I really don't think we have a huge edge. So I'm going to sit patiently and see. I got to load up our quote of the day, my friends. Where is our quote of the day? Where are my docs? I picked this one out last night. Posted it on my story already. I just thought it was such an excellent quote. 1 second, let me get it. Ooh, good morning, my friends. Where's our tunes at, man?
Yeah. For the first time, it's going down history, baby. New 3-6 Mafia.
All right, guys. So our quote of the day. Yesterday, our quote of the day, as a reminder, was the day before. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. And I love that, man. I really did love that one. I found a really fascinating one last night. Again, I posted it to my story, so I spoiled it a little bit, but I just thought it was such an incredible quote. Guys, you know me. I'm a huge math person. Everything in life is easier for me when I understand it in mathematical terms. Like it's just easier for me to understand when there's an equation, right? Because like I understand 1 + 1 = 2. So if I understand that, if there's other equations that I can extrapolate and understand, like life is just easier when there's an equation. And so when I saw this quote, I was like, oh my God, it's like I've been searching for this my whole life, right? A mathematical formula for happiness. Reality divided by expectations. There are 2 ways to be happy: improve your reality or lower your expectations. And I just truly loved it, man. I truly loved it. So I'm going to extrapolate on this. This is Jake's version. Okay, so hold on. This is Jake's version, guys. It's the exact same, but it adds a sentence at the end. I apologize to Jody Picolut from 19 Minutes, but my version's way better. A mathematical formula for happiness. Reality divided by expectations. There are 2 ways to be happy. Improve your reality or lower your expectations. And mama didn't raise no bitch, so improve your reality. So every day we're here, guys. We're here with a strict mission to try and improve our reality. All right? Because mama didn't raise no bitch. So good morning, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what we can get today. I still got no clue. Truthfully, we are so range bound. We are dead center of yesterday's action. So I'm going to let the market open up and see sort of how it sets itself up. And that's really it, guys. I'm looking forward to it, baby. That's really the American way. Good morning, my friends. Chat, I'm curious, how you feeling today? How we feeling, chat? Bullish or bearish? We got FOMC today, guys. Coming out at 2 p.m. Eastern. So Mr. Christian Lomeli will be on for that today. I am going to see the Odyssey. Please no spoilers or fake spoilers. But I'm super excited to see it.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to...
All right, my friends, we've got 90 seconds till the open. Everybody take a deep breath. Do a little bit of deep breathing. And let's get ready to crush it, all right? Remember rapping, do la la. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. All right, my friends, let's get it. So crib, same number, same hood, it's all good. What is up, my friends? Lock in, everybody. We got just a minute till the open here. All right, let's see what we can get. ES is acting a bit weaker than the NQ. If I need a short today, I kind of like the ES. I really like this as a potential downside target for the ES. So we'll see how that sets up. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Smalls speak. Good morning, my friends. Let us see what we can get. So far, we have the NQ rejecting. Is that yesterday's open? We do have the NQ rejecting yesterday's open. Put a little dash in there so I know it's yesterday's. Two G's flat. Definitely leaning towards looking at shorts at the moment. If we can get back above the respective opening prints, maybe that can change. But I really like this as an ES downside target. We shall see, though, my friends. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Well, now you got me curious. What the fuck did Snow do? Stonk gives me PTSD, bro. YM and RTY. YM is delayed on TPT, which is so annoying. But RTY is showing some strength. My guess is the YM is doing the same thing. It's delayed, but why does that happen on Take Profit? It's so annoying. William, anyone who's not selling it on my WAP is a total scam, dog. And I promise they're not selling it. It's not cheaper, and it's a scam. So there's only one place to buy it. That is from the link that I'll post in this chat right here, and that's really it, dog. I don't. There's nobody else is even trying to sell it. Truthfully, if there is, it's just somebody trying to get your Bitcoin money. You don't want to give nobody your online Bitcoin money, dog. Wow, it is Wednesday, my dudes. That is ball knowledge. I'm not going to lie to you. Oh, sorry, that link did not work. There you go, dude. That link will work. That's basically the only one. You think that's baseline knowledge? Oh man, I feel like that's ball knowledge to know it is Wednesday, my dudes. You guys are crazy. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dude. All right, guys, let's see what we can get today. We've got NQ pushing back over the open and over yesterday's open. We've got, how's the ES? ES is fighting to get over the opening print as well. The indices, guys, I'm kind of getting a confirmation on my range day bullshit theory because the indices are just, ES and RTY are literally just moving the opposite of each other. So far, the impression I'm getting from this action is if we need a short, I'll do it with the ES. If I need a long, I'd do it with the NQ. If we close here and then trigger a 2-minute sell under the opening print, I would be tempted not to try that. 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven back down, little Joe. In about 30 seconds, we might get a 2-minute trigger back under the opening print. If a bar breaks under that bar's low, and I'm trying to decide if that's what I should short or if I should be more patient. That's ironic. She had the booze, she had the chronic. Oh, I love that line. She had the booze, I had the chronic. All right, I do suspect we'll trigger under that two. Yeah, so we just triggered. We just triggered, and now my question is it worth? Yeah. So far, I skipped it, guys, and I feel like hesitation is death, but I just can't bring myself to do it yet. Now I feel like a silly head. We've had this same setup a few days in a row on ES or NQ, essentially a small rally back above the opening print, which left a doji for a short. I'll find it, but... Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Vibes are high, even though it's FOMC day. No trades for me so far, just sitting patiently. I'm not very enthused and eager by this range, so I'm being a little patient. So far, I thought that patience might have cost me a trade, but it might have saved me from a loser. Definitely feels like I'm in scalp mode today, given that we have FOMC later this afternoon.
Good heavens, you boys. Blue-blooded murder of the English tongue.
Jack had a gang that he called the Many Ground. All right. One skill that I urge you all to try and be actively aware of / pushing to be better at is this like okayness when you skip a trade and it ends up working out. It is unfortunate. I do, in hindsight, obviously, wish I took, but I urge you all to, for every time that you're upset you skipped a trade, you should be happy because a different time it saved you, right? So today, so far, this one's looking like I should have taken it, but I made my decision. I made my mind up. Now we sit back and wait. And we stalk and we hunt and we look for the next target. And the next man kicking up fuss. Drunk, she stumbles down by a river. Screams cold London. ES is once again trading at the opening print from underneath. Here it goes, trying to snap over it. That would be a material change in behavior. I'm trying along in the RTY. I'm gonna see. Sheila goes out with her mate Stella. And gets poured all over a fella. But she says money ain't no better than the next man kicking up fuss. This is on a TPT eval that we're working on. It's poured all over a fella. Oh my God. Every time this song comes on, guys, I swear I get the craziest nostalgia. All right, I'm moving this under low of day. Harsh rejection, though. I wanted this 5-minute to close a lot differently. Bang, 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 shot me in the heart. Even this was just a 1-to-1. I gotta go here. Here. Oh, sorry. It's so loud. It's so quiet. Sorry, guys. Let me get this up. She's looking at me like she knew I was. She was buzzing all over me. She was buzzing all over me. Got myself a little trapped up on the 1-minute time frame accidentally. I'm not gonna lie. I went long during this, thinking it was a 2-minute that was about to trigger. That's okay. User operator error. Let's see what we can get though, my friends. My housekeeper's singing right now. She was buzzing all over me. She was buzzing all over me. It is Wednesday, my dudes. No, I'm Swayze. Ah, banger. All right, let's see if RTY ends up flipping around and failing this little 2-minute or not. I am annoyed at myself. I was looking at a 1-minute chart when it was thinking it was a 2-minute, which is it's actually a substantial difference, but there ain't nothing I can do about it now besides user operator error. NQ is trying to hold as a bit of a higher low here. ES is fighting the opening print. I debated adding more of a contract on that 2-minute, but I don't need 15 RTYs right now, even though it's an eval. That ain't fun. All right, good. My entry is working. My trade is working. My entry was just horrific, which is fine. Oh, absolute banger. Guys, this is one of my karaoke songs, believe it or not. All right, we got the eagle eyes cooking. We got the 2-minute chart right here, the 5-minute chart, which is failing to go lower on the sell. 15-minute with a strong 15-minute close. We're going to want this 1 hour to get back at the highs for sure. I chime in. Haven't you people ever heard of? With a sense of form. Well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I think technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne. Oh, well, in fact, well, I'll look at it this way. I mean, technically our marriage is saved. Well, this calls for a toast, so pour the champagne, pour the champagne. That does not look great, guys. We'll see if this holds or fails. I am tempted to just add more off this level pullback, which would effectively be as if I bought more on the 2-minute buy there. But I think I'm just going to wait. Yes, does look like it's rejecting off the opening print. Goddamn doorknob. It's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. Shine in. Haven't you people ever heard of closing a goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poise and rationality. All right, this is not the close we wanted to see. I am just adding just because I hated my average, bro. But this makes me feel a little bit better about my average, but it still sucks. I mean, this kind of what we expected on the day, right, guys? Range, barcode-like action. I have a trade on an eval going. I'd love to win it. If we lost it, I won't be freaking out. I'm just giving myself a little room under that low. I'm not aiming for a ton here. Bring it back down tonight. There we go. Oh my God, I'm getting audio copyrighted already. Oh, that's so annoying. I mean, it makes sense. I've been playing literally nothing but copyright music. Damn you, RTY. ES getting her breakdown. I wish I went with her, of course. Easy in hindsight. Most annoying part is I'm pretty sure this is just going to sweep and then pivot, but I can't hold through it. That's my stop. That's my stop. I got filled out on one. What did the other 14 stay in? Oh, ES working its way down. All right, there we go. I'm out on it. ES working its way down here. I still think if I can find a way in, my lower targets in here will be these untested lows from yesterday. I thought we'd end up barcoding a bit more. I don't think it's been a rough week so far. I didn't take any trades on Monday. Yesterday was a good day. And then today I just took a losing trade. Yesterday was a good day. I love you guys. If you didn't stick around till the end of it, that's on you, dog. Let's see. Ah, bummer. Yeah, guys, one day, the trajectory of my week right now is pretty standard, I would say. You have a day where you don't take a trade. You have a day where you have a winning day. And then you have a day where so far you have a loser. Feels like a pretty standard trajectory of a week, but I'm hopeful that I can get one more winner to kind of bring this back. It is an indicator that we have made. It is not available to the public right now. It's part of our indicator package. Got ES into a level here. I still would target these lower ones. We'll see. The entry I would have wanted would have been that opening print one. Still probably the best one of the day. Man, I'd love to find my way into an NQ position. Just can't bring myself to short on this. It's just so many 1, 2, 3s to the downside in a row that eventually, guys, one of them can snap back up, and yeah. So a little bit hard for me to keep shorting into these low of day breaks. Yeah, that's a bummer. I really wanted this short entry right here. It's okay. Now we sit and wait. The annoying part, well, I'll be straight up. On FOMC, guys, I was trading an eval today no matter what. I just wasn't interested in putting on a ton of dollar risk. That being said, the reason I was really going to try this short, and I'm upset that I didn't, it was just the size of the stop loss. It was effectively like a 5-point stop loss, which is if you had targeted down at these lows, 6R type of trade. So that's why I was considering taking it in the first place. I ultimately decided to skip on it. And I'll be honest, I don't normally close my trades out at break even. I think I might have on this move right here. I think that might have gotten me, to be honest, at the time. I wasn't in it, so I can't say, but I'm curious if anyone got stopped out at even right here. The market was an asshole right there, and I have a feeling that after that hammer and after that spike, I think I would have closed myself out at even. Believe it or not, I had a short on the pre-market on the NQ as well, but I closed it out early. I would have gotten stopped, though. Don't freak out about the sign. I kind of like the sign. I think it's kind of cool. I have, man. I have a few beautiful short ideas. Yesterday, I executed pretty well on the last one. The first one of the day was a bit hard for me to find myself into. Yeah. I know it seems like, guys, it's like, I don't know. Trust me. I'm aware, I missed one a short that I really liked, and I subsequently took a loss on it. I know it seems like, oh my gosh, he just doesn't care. I promise you I care. I also I know myself. And I'm going to get my 6Rs back. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's a month from now. I just think people sometimes don't believe me when I say the The biggest thing you just got to ask is, did I go on tilt? 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 That being said, I for sure wish I took the ES short. My life would be way easier right now. I just broke the lucid cursed and passed an eval. Let's go, bro. Thank God you did. Thank God you did. Iceman, if you're on a tilt, bro, step away right now. Let's talk about it later, but try and take a step back, bro. Try and take a step back. I'm sorry that happened. But we'll get you back in the right space. Just don't do anything worse today. Oh, man, Mitch. Hey, if it makes you feel better, I'm operating with a broken one over here. Are they cheap to make? I have no idea. Wow, Albert, nice trade, guys. Nice trade. Yeah, Iceman. Hey, just know we're all here for you, bro. Just don't hesitate to take a step away so that you don't do anything worse, you know, but we got you. Are the Lucid Pro accounts worth it? Yes. My only advice, guys, with the Lucid Pro accounts, please don't tell yourself you're going to pass it in one day and get a payout 3 days later. Just go slower. I told myself I was going to pass one in one day and then get a payout 3 days later. And then 50 evals later, you're like, wait, this math is no longer really on my side. So just go slow is my only advice. All right, go slow. And as always, guys, if you're purchasing a prop firm, well, one, using code RAKE or RT will save you. We love you for the support. But more importantly, use a debit card, not a credit card. Just don't play the credit card game. Usually doesn't work out well for folks. I have no idea where we go from here. If you told me we went lower, I'd be like, all right, word. If you told me we went higher, I'd be like, all right, word. Just kicking myself here. You know what time it is?
Her today at the reception, a glass of wine in her hand. I knew she was gonna meet her connection.
Now, unfortunately, guys, there's just, I don't really think there's a trade on the board.
And I said that you
Can't always get what you want.
honey. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, well, you might just find that you're what you need.
Can't always get what you want, and I've not gotten anything I wanted lately.
So, I went to the Chelsea drugstore to get your prescription filled. I was standing in line with
I believe the lucid payout number, at least what I know is for the 150Ks, it is $12,000 before they move you live. Nice work, Reset. Hell yeah, bro. 6R off that NQ. That's gorgeous, man. Well, this song is an excellent one to be playing in the background while we discuss this. But this is a really great comment, guys, which is Secret Life says, I got out of my NQ short way too early. Clean, quick, 1-to-1 R to R, but could have been in 3 Rs if I stayed in. Boo. First of all, I'm sorry that happened to you, dog. That's a bummer. The more important thing I would say is this is what you just described is basically trading in a nutshell. And it's the reason why I know there's so many of you that watch me trade and you see me take a trade and in your head, you just think, bro, fucking sell already. Take the profit. Like there's like in basically all my trades, we reach half an R or 1 R. Like we get there. And I know for many of you, there's almost agonizing sign of like, Jake, sell. But the problem is every time I do that, I set myself up for this exact feeling, right? Which is that, damn, man, I got out of my short too early. Like it could have been 3R. Like, fuck. And that feeling sucks. And so I asked the question, I said, what puts me on tilt more? Does it put me on tilt more when I sell at 1R? But it could have been 3, right? Or does it put me on tilt more if I watch myself go to 1R and then it comes back to even? I'm not telling you which one is right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. It's just up to you, right? And so I know while people I know that feeling where people are like, damn, as I might try a ES here. I know people might be like, you know, Jake, like just sell. Guys, it is in my DNA to aim for bigger moves. And when I don't do that, it's almost like I fundamentally hate myself afterwards, right? So anyways, that's just a rant. But the point of my rant there, sorry, I got distracted as I'm taking a trade mid-rant. Point of a rant there is it's really hard to trade both ways and don't beat yourself up. So that feeling you have right now of, oh my God, I hate, like, it's at 3R, screw me, I should have held. I know that feeling all too well. There is no right or wrong. You just have to decide what puts you on tilt more, right? What makes you a better trader? Or do you succeed more in the 1R style moves? Do you succeed more in the larger R moves? Or are you a rare breed of individual that can do both, right? Which I'm not trying to say they don't exist, but I do think they're rare motherfuckers to be able to do both regularly, I'd say, right? So, all right, my friends, let's see if this short can work. I don't really like R-wise. I would want us to get that down here. Right now, I could use a fucking W and just a level tag or even a low of day sweep would be great. I went very tame in position sizing here, 5 contracts versus the 15 I did earlier on the RTY. So I'm not really allowed to be upset when I don't make back my full loss if we close this trade in profit. But even right now, I'm sure there's many of you that are like, Jake, just sell, just take the $1,000. It's $1,000. It's $1,000. You just, whatever side you pick, guys, you have to stick to it. Whether you're someone that tries to hold your winners, whether you're someone that tries to just take the low-hanging fruit or take the short winners, there is not a right or wrong. It is just whatever side you pick, I urge you to stick to it. Stick to it, stick to it, stick to it. And always ask the question, what would put me on tilt? What would put me on tilt? And that is what you want to avoid. There is a part of me that says this going back to break even is what will put me on tilt. And that's usually I don't usually close trades at even, but sometimes you're like, Jake, sometimes I do see you close trades at break even. Why would you, what are the situations that would make you do that? Usually the answer is because if it went the other way, I'd go on tilt. That's a pretty bad 5-minute close. I feel pretty good about this so far. All right, we did get the low of day, guys, which is that anytime we're at a low of day, we can sweep in reverse. So I'm going to be aware now. If I had used the same amount of contracts, it would have been the same amount of risk. So this is a problem, and I'll talk about this after the trade. Hold on. Lock in. The only reason I'm debating closing is I don't like that low of day sweep. We hit the low of the day and now we're turning around. But I would prefer us to keep going lower, but this is the candle I don't want to get stuck in. So I'm going to keep myself on the flat, and I know she's just trying to trap me, but I can't take that risk. I know that this is going to go lower, but I don't think I can take the risk. It's the same question. What would put me on tilt? This going back to that 5-minute sell after taking out the lows, that would put me on tilt, I think. That would put me on tilt more so than this trading lower without me. I promise, guys, I will always make my decisions based off me, not off trying to impress y'all. Come on, thank God. Go. There we go. Nice. All right, this was my target. I think I kind of got to lock in here. All right, dope. And believe it or not, all right, huge educational value in lesson in this trade that I just took, okay? Because someone in the chat, answer me in advance, guys. What did I fuck up? I fucked something up, and I fucked it up bad. What did I fuck up? There was one fundamental flaw on this trade. And it was a bad one. What you think, chat? What'd I do wrong? I don't think I moved the stop on that one. The stop felt pretty consistent, yeah. FOMO a little? No, I wouldn't call that one FOMO. Sold into support. I wouldn't call it a mistake. This one worked. It turned out to be a great entry, so no. For you, the risk ones are the correct answers, my friends. The risk ones. I completely changed my risk, right? I made effectively $3,000 to $3,000 on 5 contracts, with keeping the position sizing / risk the same as the RTY trade. I would be up 12,000 or so right now. Well, not even right now, just at here. So, I had inconsistent risk, guys. inconsistent risk, right? And that's really what's going to be the haunter of the day, because I had a not so great trade this morning. This was a great trade. I should be net green, right? But I'm not, because my risk wasn't consistent. I risked $6,000 on the first trade. I risked $2,000-ish on the second. That's not a logical winning formula over the long run. Now, I'm not saying that one day you might risk a little bit more than a different day, because maybe you feel differently about the charts that day. Maybe you feel differently about the account you're trading, or whatever the case may be, right? So your risk won't be the exact same every single day, but intraday, changing your risk that dramatically is going to have a pretty negative effect, right? This was a really great trade in terms of entry, stop, management, size, everything but size. And it'll haunt me, because I could have left today's stream, for example, similar to yesterday, where I had a loser, but my winner far outweighed it, and it would be good. Right now, I don't have that, right? So, inconsistent risk, guys. And really what I'm telling myself is nut up. There's no reason to change my risk that much. It's just not worth it. $10K is the max you can make in a TPT in a day. This was a 150K eval. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it's funny. Whenever I take a loss on stream, our viewership drops automatically, and I'm usually like, damn, guys, I wish you'd stick around, because a lot of my best trades come on my second trades of the day. You know? I feel like today, again, my position sizing wasn't consistent, and that's what haunted me. But I feel like I had a good day today. I took an RTY trade that I didn't mind it. The only thing is, this should have been. Let me show a specific example of what I mean. Yesterday, I took a trade on the ES, guys. Right here. All right, here we go. Yesterday, I took a long on the ES, which was but weird. I longed on this red bar, telling myself it was as if I had entered on the 2-minute buy, right? My stop was like 4 points. That long, I feel totally fine about. Oh, sorry. Gotta flip back to the chart. This long yesterday that I tried, you can watch it back on yesterday's stream. I feel I would do that 100 out of 100 times again, because it was like, we risked like $1,000 to potentially make, you know, a lot more than that for like 5 Rs, right? And I knew yesterday when I entered that trade that the probabilities of it winning were a little bit more closer to like 25% as opposed to 50%. But if it won, I'd be hammering a huge R. And when we lost like literally $1,000, right? I would do that a million out of a million times again on yesterday's ES trade. I should have treated today's RTY stab like that, truthfully. This wasn't that good enough of a chart that I should have been risking, you know, effectively the max amount that I would be comfortable with, right? So if I could go back and change anything on the day, it'd be 1, my RTY sizing was too aggressive. But then B, I didn't follow that up with proper sizing on the ES, and I should have, because I would have had the opportunity to make all of my losses back and more on consistent position sizing without doing much, right? So learning lessons to be had, but I don't think I traded super poorly today or anything. There is no difference in sizing on eval versus funded. I believe that's a mistake. Whoever came up with the idea that you can size evals bigger and funded slower because it's a terrible idea. Don't do it, is my advice. It does not work, and you should not do it. Evals and funded gets traded the same way. Appreciate you, my brothers. Yeah, guys, I would just maybe note down the stream time on your journal. Oh. I mean, that's pretty hard not to want to try. TBT is max 10K per day in sim accounts. 10K per day. If we trigger the 5-minute downside 1, 2, 3, I'd try it for a little scalp, but we have to trigger it. And I'm costing myself like 40 points by waiting for that, but I... It's 42, start with the range. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in, guys. Lock in. Sitting at a 2.5R already. And I'm going to go ahead and take that one off. Not my best exit on the fill. Could have waited for a bit, but pretty easy. All right, that's nice. Good work, guys. Nice short there. Big W's on the day. Now just fighting back from, yeah, man. Good work, guys. Basically no risk and back to even on it. Bow! Let's see. I think I'm gonna wrap up for now, but I'm gonna keep my eye out. Who let me close that short, guys? Come on now. What is happening on my chart? What is this? There we go. All right, guys. Well, I'm not sure I can do anything else immediately without feeling like I'm chasing. I think if we're gonna take another short on the day, we gotta wait at least a little while. Nice work today, though, guys. I'm pretty happy with it, man. Did take a loser in the RTY that I wish I hadn't, but then a great ES short and a great NQ short. All right, this is a different eval. I'm trying it off the level. Come on. Lock in. Lock in. Come on, lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in, my friends. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, son. Sunyon? Come on, Sunyon. Give me a little bang bang skeet skeet. All right, let me grab my joints. 1 second. I'll be back. I'll be here for. I'm not going there for long. I'll be here for long. Yeah. Okay. All right, Sunyon. Oh, come on now. Don't do that to me. I don't like this one as much, but it's a 2-minute sell and the trend has been down. I'm just going to take a small win here, though. It's just a 1-minute sell, excuse me. That's what happened earlier. I was on the 1-minute chart when I meant to be on the 2-minute. I got to exit. I thought this was the 2-minute. If this was the 2-minute, I'd still be in this trade. But it was the 1-minute. Yeah. All right. I'm happy to be on the sidelines for that. The theory on that is that we've been rejecting these previous lows, right? It's just like a knock-knock. And then we trigger a sell off that rejection. There's the 2-minute once again. Ay, hate that fill, but all right, I'm just going to trust the 2 minute and let this one. This will be my last trade of the day. Win, lose, or draw. It's a 5K risk. 50 points, 5 contracts. I have a feeling I'm going to get stopped, but we'll see. Give myself a little room here. Yeah, I mean, this is not the best 5-minute close to be shorting into, but I like it enough to try one stab. Do something a little bit like that. I mean, we got the potential here, guys. We need weakness to really follow through today for this one to be a winner. Good risk here. Let's see. Really could use this 5 minute to crack. We need this 5 minute to crack back under this level. We really want to be back under the 592's level. Come on, come on. Hold under that 592's, baby. I think I've actually made too much here. You shouldn't go over 5 in a day. I would hold this, to be honest, but knowing that math, I kind of don't want to make my next day harder on myself. I would hold it, but like 5 out of 6 today. So I think I'm gonna call it there and just finish this one tomorrow. I can't finish it today anyway, so I might as well just not make my consistency higher by making this a bigger winner. I mean, I feel like some people think I lost it sometimes, you know? Guys, I still got it. All right? I still got it. Every now and then you just have a couple tough days in a row. That doesn't mean you don't got it no more. That doesn't mean you don't got it no more, Sunyan. Aren't you over consistency on that account? Not by much. About 8,000 profit, 4,100 today. I should be able to finish it tomorrow for about $1,800 or something like that. My man, Bobby, I appreciate you, bro. Where can you learn? I'll put the WAP link in the bio. You can learn just by watching these streams. I really, there is a lot of education in them, but I'll also do have a course. People tend to really love it. Discount code stream makes it $99 a month. If interested. We'd love to have you. If not, no worries. I do promise it's the last trading course you'll ever need. I think I have one more new one. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, Jesus. I can't even see this one on my... I think this expired. I don't think I can actually trade this account. All right, this one has minus $2,000. I've had this... Oh my God, I haven't traded this since March 9th. How is it? Have I been paying for this since March 9th and I have traded it once? That's fucking crazy. I think I've been paying $250 a month for this since March 9th. Add that to the prop firm budget. Sorry. Here, this one. I wasn't showing anything, guys. It was just this account right here. I've been trading this one since March 9th. Don't worry, you weren't missing anything on the screen. That's crazy. That means I've been paying $250 for this, and it's just been sitting. I probably lost one trade, minus 2,000, and then haven't traded it again since March, and I've just been paying $250 a month for it. Well, that's fucking crazy. That's objectively crazy. So, I mean, we're definitely better off slamming this thing 15 cons, one way or the other. That I've been paying for it for 12 years at this point. That's annoying. I wanted to get filled earlier. Go, go, go. Die. Don't you reverse. Die. Straight death. No reversing. Straight death. All right. That might have been the most expensive. Hold on. How many months is that since March? That technically might have been the most expensive full port of my life. But at least now I'm not paying this monthly fucking subscription anymore. Let me go cancel this shit. Bro, I've been paying $250 a month since March 9th. I just traded this thing for the first time. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. That's pretty objectively crazy when you think about it. Let's see how fast I get copyrighted. Holy, dude, I'm just seeing some of these messages. It's Zeus, let's go. Jesus, however it's pronounced. I'm sorry, I don't want to pronounce it incorrectly. Oh, that makes me so happy. Let's go. Oh, that's music to my ears, dude. Congratulations, you earned it. Now just keep it slow. Don't go crazy on the risk. Be disciplined. Don't reinvest it in prop firm accounts right away. Just enjoy that payout, man. You earned it. Hell yeah. It's music to my ears, man. A couple of them still have monthly fees. Take Profit is one of them. It wouldn't shock me if Take Profit changes that, but it also wouldn't shock me if they don't change that, because Take Profit is like a very successful business in the sense that all customers seem to be happy. All the company seems to be profitable and functioning well. Traders get paid. Like, I think in Take Profit's eyes, they're just like, we're good. Like, we might as well just keep rocking, you know? I do believe in the mantra that you don't stop while you're on a great heater. And I believe I've got one more eval I can give a shot with here. So I think I'm going to do that. And then we'll call it a day. All right? Is this not playing? I couldn't even hear it. Hold on. Heyo, you know what time it is. Leave me be. Oh God, guys, I'm instantly being copyrighted. That's okay. I honestly don't care. Let's just see how long. What happens if they give me a copyright warning and I just completely and utterly ignore it? That's what we're about to find out. I'm not gonna lose it. It never sit down. I saw somebody ask, how much is your mentorship? It is $99 a month. Cancel anytime. Oh, okay. This is my heat check, guys. If I lose this one, then I'm just going to be done. When the market is moving really strongly to one direction, and I've talked about this a bit, we've actually done this very similarly, but only on upside runs. When the market has a really strong trend, I think it's an asymmetrical risk opportunity to try and pass a bunch of evals, because your risk is, the win rate is just going to be higher because there's just a clear trend. Like at all-time highs, I think one day I passed like 10 in a day, right? Like 10 straight, maybe it was. I don't know. Like, point being is that I'm good to take them when there's a clear trend. But then when you take your
when you cook one, like, which hasn't happened yet, but it looks like it's gonna happen to me. You gotta call it because you run the risk of just fighting against it. So we had a nice downtrend. I felt like I executed well, and I'll get heat checked here on this one in just a second, I'd imagine. Or we'll be the luckiest reversal of all time and just try to manifest that. All right. Nope, I'm out. All right, guys, and for that, I'm done for the day.
I love you guys. Time for me to check. What are the likes at? I haven't looked all day. I worry I'm going to be sad. Oh, 177, my friends. Oh, I love you guys. I have to teach you a lesson, though, man. 177 is no looking, dog. I'll let the other hosts dictate how their streams go. And if they reach their numbers, you know, they're allowed to do giveaways, guys. But I'd be lying to you. 177 ain't my number. That ain't the number. These aren't copyright strikes. I appreciate that. Sorry, I appreciate what you just said. Boss Trades, I appreciate you. I'm not monetized. So they won't count as copyright strikes. But I am curious, will they ever just like outright block the stream? I don't know. Stop Loss Poppy, you won like a month ago, bro. Bro, come on now. We can't let previous winners in, dog. They just won like a month ago. Or you just won like a month ago. Maybe not even, dog. You sneaky motherfucker. Let's see. When was it? I think it was less than a month ago, bro. All right, fine. We won't find it. But soon enough, we'll figure out a way. We got to figure out a way. I don't want to rule out previous winners because they're very supportive, right? So that's that. I don't want to rule that out. But I still, at this moment in time, I try to ask myself, would I be pissed if I hadn't won a giveaway and somebody had won twice already? I think I'd still be pissed, you know? I think I'd still be pissed. Guys, 177 likes, man. Did you guys run it up at all? You got it up to 215. I mean, I appreciate you guys for that. But I'd be lying if I said we could do a giveaway at 215 likes. I'd be lying, guys. I'd be lying. We can't run one at 215. My mom's going to text me. She's going to be like, Jake, the budget doesn't allow for giveaways at 215 likes. You got to get these numbers up. These are rookie numbers. My mom is going to text me that. You guys don't want to embarrass me in front of Loretta. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Watch all the non-loyalists drift away. Let all the non-loyalists drift away. 408, 398, 39. All right, it went back up. All right. Fuck it. Ron, let's run one. Or Mitch, let's run one. I can't go. I don't want to go 2 days in a row without you guys. But in the process of me just faking that, We just lost like 100 not loyalists. See, guys, it's a pretty simple formula. The people that left the stream after my first loser of the day, they didn't get to see my next subsequent 5 winners. The people who left when I said no giveaway, they don't get to have the giveaway. All right, sneak attack, my friends. Super sneaky giveaway. Enter up, my friends. Enter up, enter up, enter up. You just type exclamation point enter in the chat, guys. And we got you covered. Bro, there's another 5-minute sell on the NQ. Do you just force your way in? Till death do us part? All right, my friends, enter up, enter up. We got a Lucid 50K giveaway account today. It says 25K. We actually got a 50K today from Lucid. And thank you very much, Mitch, for the help out setting this up. Seriously, thank you. I never expect any of you guys to just be on to help, but when you are, it makes my life way easier. All right, my friends, enter away, enter away. Let's see. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I took the 5-minute sell, and I did the thing. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the continuation.
Okay. Feel better, okay? Feel better. Text me. I'll see you soon. You're the best. All right, enter up, chat. We got a 50K account ready to be given away. Let me pull this code, actually, so I have it ready to go. Guys, I'm super fucking hyped, dude. I get to see the Odyssey today. All right, we're almost out of Lucids. All right, this is a shift I have to pull. I have to pivot. It's going to be a Tradeify 50K growth. The only way that will matter is if someone happens to be banned from Tradeify or Lucid. Unfortunately, I have to pick one in advance. We're going to go Tradeify. So I'm sorry if you happen to win in Tradeify as banned. But, all right, let's see. Who's the winner? I saw him. I am going to see an IMAX. Hell yeah. Did it end? All right, guys, 1 second. The contest should be over. We're picking a winner here in just a second. Hold up. That was a good sneak attack. No, we're just waiting to pick the winner. 1 second, guys. Take a deep breath. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. All right, Paul says. Paul says, are you here, Paul? I got a trade of 550K growth account for you if you are. Hey. There you are, Paul. Boom. Check it out. Oh, you've been here for a bit, man. I hope I win on July 15th, and here we are, July 29th, and you got a W, baby. Congrats, Paul, for real. I love you, dog. All right, so here's the way this works. We're going to have you message me on Instagram. And I got the code already loaded for you. It's a 50K Tradeify account. You're just going to shoot me a message on there. I'll respond. That way, it'll open up a chat between us so you can send pictures if needed. And you can just send a picture confirming your YouTube profile so I know it's really you. And then I'll get that code right away to you, man. All right, dude. I appreciate you. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you all so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. Stay tuned for our afternoon show. Not a great first trade of the day for me, but other than that, it was a great day. So I'm super stoked. So love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Super sneaky giveaway in the end. Love you guys. Have a great day. We'll talk soon, all right?